What's going on, guys? Alex here with 814EDC, and today I got a real quick unpackaging to do for you guys today. This is actually a knife that I bought. I bought it end of last week, and it just showed up. I bought it from someone on Instagram, and I'm pretty excited about it. This has been a model that I have had before in the past. Absolutely loved it. Sold it to go towards, I think, one of my trips that I took with my fiance at the time last year, now wife. I think I used some funds from the knife that I sold as well as some other ones to help fund those trips. So I've been kind of wanting, this model back in my collection because, again, I really loved it, really enjoyed it. But there was a new model, a new variation of it out, and it was a Wharncliffe. And you guys can already tell by the title and thumbnail of this video, that is a We Knives Banter. So I had a Banter back when Ben released them. I want to say it was 2020, 2021. I mean, it was early on in my knife collecting, and I bought a Banter from the original drop. I think it was from Blade HQ. And I love that knife. Had it for a couple years, had some really nice aftermarket unlock composite scales on it, some CF scales. They were beautiful. Just a really good knife, and I'm still kicking myself for selling it to this day. I really wish I would have kept that in the collection, but in this package right here, so this is the Boker Plus little taco, kind of a soft shell taco case. It's not a Boker Plus, it is a We Banter, and of course it is in the new Wharncliffe. Well, I say new, but newer. Came out a couple months ago. Wharncliffe blade. It is the burlap scales. And so I'm going to jump right into it. Here is the knife. Again, burlap micarta, We logo right there. Golden bronze thumb studs. The Banter loop over style deep carry clip that is countersunk into the scales with flush screw heads, which is really nice. There is Ben's "What is up, guys?" little mantra. Beautiful S35VN Wharncliffe blade. I don't think it's a hollow grind, but this thing is a very thin blade. I'm so happy to have this back in my collection. Great action. I always said at least my Banter was one of the snappiest thumb stud actions I had ever handled before. It just fired out of there, and this is very on par with it. This was brand new in box, and I think I got this for a really good deal. So funny thing is, I think I bought it on, I don't know, we'll say middle of last week. I'm on Instagram one evening after work, and I'm just kind of getting the itch for a knife. I want to buy something, and I'm on Instagram, and I come across the fact that Quiet Carry has some of their newer Rhine cons in. They did a limited release of them, like 40 or 50 a run of 40 or 50 with like the milled blade, and then they went away for a while, but they were coming back with a just standard stonewash blade. Well, I happened to be on Instagram, and when I refreshed my feed, Quiet Carry popped up, and they had just posted a story that some Rhinecons were on in stock, ready to be sold. And I jumped on it. I got on the website, I put it in my cart, and I probably thought about it for 10 minutes because, for those that don't know, the Rhinecon is $340, which, for some people that's an easy knife purchase, but for me, I really got to think through it, and I'm like, I kind of have to either prepare for it or like I know I'm going to be spending those funds, maybe sell a knife or two to help fund that, and that was just a spur of the moment thing for me, and I eventually held off. I didn't buy it. I was really close to it because the Rhinecon is a beautiful model. Full tie, frame lock, Van X blade, clip point blade, beautiful model, and I really want to get more stuff from Quiet Carry with Van X in it because I like using their stuff in the summertime because I sweat and get hot a lot here, and the mugginess it is northwestern Pennsylvania. So didn't buy that. Moral of the story, didn't buy that knife. And I was like kind of kicking myself. I was like, you should have just bought it. But then on the other hand, I was like, I'm proud of myself for not making the impulse buy. Because normally when I spend that much money on a knife, like I said, I gotta, prepare for it, or I'm knowing I'm going to drop that amount of money in 2 weeks on a pre-order, so I have time to just mentally prepare myself for it. So I really don't do impulse buys very often. So long story short, held off on the knife. The next morning rolls around. I'm at work on break, reading lunch, and I hop on Instagram again, and one of the guys I follow was doing a knife sale, and he had a brand new in box Wee Banter Wharncliffe for $50. So I immediately was messaged him. He actually had two for sale. One sold. He had this one and the purple micarta one, but this one was available, and I jumped on it. Brand new. These things go for like $110, $150. So I thought getting one for $50 was a fantastic deal, and I am very, very happy to have this one back in the collection. I don't think I'm going to keep the burlap micarta. I am not the biggest fan of burlap micarta. It's okay, but it's, I much prefer a linen or a canvas micarta. So I'm really considering getting another set of the Unlock composite scales to throw back on here, just because I really love those scales so much. It gave you a great cutout for the liner lock, which it just makes the knife feel so much more premium. Again, I just think that those are some of the best banner scales you can buy. I thought about maybe some titanium scales, but I think I'll probably go to the Unlock composites and just rock those out again, because again, I really love those. But these scales are nice. They have a nice touch to them, and again, that beautiful Wharncliffe. The Banner is just an underrated model, in my opinion. I don't think it's underrated. It's just, I don't know. I do feel like it's slept on a little bit. This is, now these scales are contoured a little bit, but the original Banner just kind of had boxy. I mean, you guys know, everyone knows the Banner. Ben Peterson's first design. Oops, as I drop my knife on the table. Ben's first design, and it really has kind of catapulted him into the whole NAFS community, and allowed him to do everything that he's doing right now. So I really do think that the Banner is kind of a staple in the EDC community, and I was really happy to see them come out with some Wharncliffe blades, and just a quirky little interesting blade, and I'm happy to have one back in the collection. So but I'm going to wrap this up now. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, day, night, weekend, whenever, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Actually, before I let you guys go, I did buy a ring light. Someone commented on my video which I probably should have known that. I have a window right here. It's like 5 feet from my phone, 5 feet from my phone. And there's no other light source in this room. I do have I have a little lamp right there, but the lamp was on my desk. I moved it back there because we're just moving some stuff around in this guest bedroom. But I did get a little ring light that I've clamped up on my TV that's like 6 inches behind my phone and tripod. And I think this is it turned on. You guys can see the knife in much greater detail, and this is it turned off. So I think, even though, it was only like a $20 light, and it's not very big, but I think right away I can already see, on, off, on, off. So I can already see really good, improvement on the video. So hopefully you guys are able to see this better, and it's coming into focus a little bit better. I apologize for not having one of those sooner. I've done YouTube for 3 years now, and another crazy story is I've literally only used this like $10 or $15 crappy tripod from Walmart. It's literally what's gotten me through my YouTube career so far. So I felt it was finally time to add a ring light, and eventually I'd like to get maybe a better, now that I have a full desk and I have like kind of my setup in here now, I would maybe eventually like to start possibly dip my toes into some overhead stuff, just for some different perspectives for you guys. We'll see if that comes to fruition or not, but it's definitely tossed, it's tossed around in my mind once in a while. And yeah, but I just wanted to point out the light to you guys, and hopefully it's looking okay. I definitely will continue to use it, and I think it's a good improvement to the channel. So but again, thank you guys again so much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your morning, evening, day, night, whenever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.